In today's morning show, we think about others,
Take a look at some artwork,
check in on a Herricks competitor.
pose for the camera, all of this and more.
I'm Lianna.
And I'm Grace.
This is the Herricks Morning Show.
And it starts now.
Good morning, HMS. This is episode 23 of the Herricks Morning Show. Today is Friday, May 24th, and it's a silver day. Can you believe it is already Memorial Day weekend? This weekend, families are taking time to connect, enjoy barbecues, and hopefully soak up some warm weather. But Monday's also an important day of remembrance as we honor the brave men and women who lost their lives serving our country. Earlier this week, HMS welcomed a speaker from Wounded Warriors who shared a story and spoke up about how organizations like Wounded Warriors help support veterans. Let's take a look now as we go behind the scenes with Emma.
Hey Herricks, today I'm here with
Dr. Tyshawn Jenkins.
So for those of you who weren't at the presentation, tell us a little bit about your presentation.
Okay, so my presentation was a little bit about my story, both in the military as well as my story outside of the military. I was able to share some of those experiences with the students today. What does that tell me? What does that tell you? That your first attempt at anything in this life is generally not going to be your best. So whatever it is, keep trying, keep pushing, and try to give it your all.
What is Wounded Warriors and how does it help veterans?
So Wounded Warrior Project is an organization that is geared towards honoring and supporting our nation's wounded who are dealing with both visible and invisible wounds. So ways that you can support, you can either contribute through creating a 5K, you can make donations financially, or if you have a space, because we have peer support groups throughout the nation, and if you have a space that's available to provide to warriors so that way they can come together and share stories and talk over some issues, that would be another way to be able to contribute. So there are tons of ways you can contribute to Wounded Warrior Project.
What is one message that you'd like to leave with Herricks?
I promise you that the strength that you have, that inner thing inside of you, is all you need in order to be able to get through whatever you're going through. And don't give up, because other people are cheering you on, other people are waiting at the other end to see your success.
All right, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your time here today. And this upcoming weekend is Memorial Day, so make sure to go out there and celebrate. So
Yes.
Thank you guys. Back to the studio.
Perfect.
At the assembly, Mr. McConaughey presented a check on behalf of HMS to support the work and care that Wounded Warriors give vets.
Did you know that Monday also marks Geek Pride Day? It coincides with the release of the original Star Wars movie as geeky things started to make their way into popular culture. From this unusual origin into its modern influence, geek culture reflects a shift in how society values intelligence, creativity, and passion-driven communities. We can all agree on one thing.
HMS is proud of the hard work of Alan G. and the rest of the HMS mathletes. Over the weekend, one of our fellow 8th graders, Alan G., competed in the 2026 RTX Mathcounts National Competition in Orlando, Florida. Alan did an incredible, placing 3rd in the contest. Great job, Alan.
So Mathcounts was hosted in Disney Springs in Orlando.
So Alan, how did you and your team prepare for this?
So we met up outside of school and we did some practice tests together and we got to know each other, so it was easier to communicate. So our team placed 3rd in the nation behind the Massachusetts and California, and I placed 34th individually.
They did an absolutely amazing job. They worked hard. They took their lunch periods to practice, and it was amazing. Alan G. was fantastic. All of his hard work that he put in really showed, and he did incredible at Nationals, so I'm so proud of him and all of the other mathletes.
Incredible job, Alan. This Monday is also Towel Day. Towel Day, you ask? Towel Day is a day to honor the incredible contribution of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams.
In the story, a man and his alien friend travel across the galaxy with a towel and a book with the artwork of the words "Don't Panic" on the cover.
Speaking of artwork, let's take a look now at as Herricks celebrates the incredible artwork of students at Tuesday's Art Show in the Community Center.
How do you think the art show went?
I think it went really well. Everyone's pieces got shown, and everyone's families were really proud.
Who am I here with?
Sina?
Sina, do you want to tell us a little about the art show?
So the art show's like where like pieces get selected from Miss Friedman and Miss Parati, and they choose the pieces from 8th, 7th, and 6th graders. I had a piece, like it was watercolors, and then on top of it, I drew flowers with glue and colored it, and it looked like Zentangle inside.
What was it like to see all the pieces?
It was like really cool because everybody had so many amazing pieces like from each grade, and they were all so good.
What's your favorite thing about teaching art?
I love seeing students who might not think that they're creative or that great at art, and then they achieve something very successful, and they're impressed that they, were actually nominated or selected for this art show, and they, wow. And, I like to honor those students that really put effort into their work and tried really hard.
Those were some amazing art pieces, Herricks. Posting for the camera is another style of art, with the social media trend of trying to get adults to pose with the students. Let's take a look now at those results in our last video.
Do I need to do the pose?
Thank you. Cute pose? Yeah!
I'm so scared.
Just pose. Yay! There we go. Here we go. Yes. Come back. All right, hearts, let's go, hearts. Yeah.
This week, we're going to take a pause on the Guess the Highlander game. We love the excitement, but we want to do a few tweaks to make things a bit more manageable. In the meantime, we have one request for our 8th grade students.
This Tuesday, as a part of our HMS tradition, our 8th graders are off to Six Flags Great Adventure. We want to see some of the rides and fun that you have this Tuesday. Be sure to follow the rules of the park and send appropriate videos to Mr. Height via Google Drive or email. We look forward to featuring some of your videos next week on the Herricks Morning Show. Don't forget to hold your phone sideways like a TV screen.
Big thanks to Wounded Warriors, Mathletes, the Herricks Art Program, and staff and students who volunteered responses for our video. We may not be able to include every recording, but we watched every one and loved your contributions.
We are just about out of time on this episode of the Herricks Morning Show. If you have an idea for a news story, please use our easy Google form to let us know what we can spotlight next. So teachers and students, you find the story, we'll do the rest.
That's going to do it for me, Grace, and the rest of the Silver Crew broadcast team. Take a peek at our upcoming birthdays and podcast releases, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys!